Now let's continue where we left off and create our post detail page. So create our detail. Let's first start the front end. And it's gonna be exactly like our post list. So let's just copy it. And here on the math card, we're going to check if there's a post with the ng if. In our post component, we're going to use the activate route so we can grab the ID from the URL. We are going to need the post service and the post model so we can have the types from the model and use the function from the post service. Here let's create a post variable to hold our post object. Now let's create this function get post. Let's make it void. First you get the ID from the URL. This route dot snapshot param map.get. Get the ID. Let's get the activated route in the constructor, and let's add the post service as well. Now with this ID, we're going to pass it to our function in the post service. Let's call it get post data. We pass the ID from the URL, then we're gonna subscribe to it. So we can get the post back. This dot post equals the post result. Okay. Now let's go over to our post service and start creating this get post data function. Get post data. We will receive the ID from the component, which is a string. And here we're going to call for a post doc from the Angular Firestore document. Same as we did the collection, let's do a post doc, which is imported in here. Now we can use to store our document. Give it the ID that we got from the component, and then we're going to return it with a value change. So everything looks alright. To test, we need to make a link in here so it goes to the post ID. So here in the component list, let's put in the math card router link post.id. Now when you click, you pass the ID as a parameter. But we don't see anything because we haven't added the function to the ng-on-it. The ng-on-it will initialize the function when the component is built, and now we have our data. Now let's create some blog posts so we can actually test it correctly here. Yeah, I've created a few blog posts so we can display some data. So as you can see in here, it's displaying like posted by the user ID, and it's also displaying like a weird date format. Let's change that now. We're gonna create a custom pipe with a JavaScript library called moment.js, and what it does, it creates a human readable date format. This is the website, and let's go on docs, and what we're looking for is the fromNow. This will display something like some minutes ago, like 4 years ago or a few seconds ago, which is much nicer than that weird number. Pipes in Angular is used to change the way you display your data. So let's go ahead and create. We're gonna add it to the share module so we can use anywhere in our app. ng generate pipe. Let's put in the share folder. And let's call fromNow pipe. Okay, it's updated the share module. So let's see. It's declared, but we also need to export it so we can call it in our component. Okay, that's done. Let's check what is a pipe in here. We have an import from pipe and pipe transform, and now we have the name fromNow. We take a value and some arguments. Here we need to make it a string because we're gonna be displaying in a human readable manner. Now let's install moment.js. Yarn add moment. Okay, it's installed. Now that you have it, let's import it to our custom pipe. Start as moment from moment. Now the only thing we need to do is to return moment, pass it the value, and call the fromNow function that comes with the moment.js library. This is a very simple pipe, but I do recommend you go out and learn more about it because it can really help you out create better code. So we create our pipe, we import, we declare it, and we export it. Now we're ready to use anywhere in our app. Let's add it to our post list. If you go to our HTML, postlist.html, here in the post published, we can use the pipe character and pass it the fromNow pipe. And if you save it, you see the difference in here on the posted by. We need to remove this on in here because it's not necessary anymore. So that posted by author 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, and 14 minutes ago. And if I go and create a new post now, I will save it a few seconds ago. So now if you click it, we go in here and the images are way too big. So let's go and change the image size in here so we can better display our post. Just gonna copy the same from the post list and paste in the details. There we go. We have it 1 minute ago now. So far our blog looks quite alright. So now let's add the ability to delete. We're going to add the clap, which I can't find any icon for it. So I'm just gonna change it. Probably I'm gonna even change the name in it, but it's up to you. We're going also to add edit. But before we do that, let's go back to our app, and in the form reset, it wasn't working properly. So let's fix it now. And the reason is in here. We're not supposed to return this, and that needs to be inside this if block. Otherwise it would never work. So now let's test. and now it resets. Let's go to blog. And here we have it. And in case you're wondering where they get this text from, it's from a website called Lorem Ipsum. They used to use it in an old newspaper as a text placeholder. It's very helpful. You can get in different languages as well. We still have this ugly user ID in here. And also, it's way too big of a post to have everything here. So let's remove the blog content. Let's change this to be the author's name. Now if you scroll down, you can see that we have an empty image in here and also a 403 error. And that's because I just upload this image now, and this blog post had the same image before. What happened is when I upload this one, the image had the same name. We are using the same name of the file the user selects. And when you upload this to Firebase, it will override the one that's in there and keep the same name. So the ID of it will change, but the name will still be the same. So this one had the old ID, and now you cannot find it. And this one, although we don't have a file duplication, this one has a new ID in it. In the next module, I will show you how to fix this issue. Let's add the author, and here on the post list, let's remove the post content so we display less data in the main page. We don't need this post ID anymore. This was for debugging purposes. Now it's better. We only have the title and posted by. Let's change this one, this posted by title. We are going to add another item to the post module. And this is a quick and dirty way of doing that. We're going to add the author's ID. Now we add that one. Let's go to the dashboard component. Here in the form data, we are targeting author equals the current user ID. Let's add this ID in here. So the author will be the auth.authState. And here we're going to get the display name. But the display name is optional, so let's add a fallback and pass the user email as well, just in case. And just like that, it should work. So let's go ahead and check in Firebase. Here in Firebase, first I will delete every post in here. Just be careful using this in your production database, because this is very destructive and there is no way you can recover it. Now let's create some blog posts. Save. I have one, and now it's posted by my name a few seconds ago, so it worked. Let's add another one. Okay, and it resets. And it works as intended. We click. And now we finish our post detail page. So I'll see you in the next lesson.